We've got Joe Bonamassa today, and this video Joe's explaining how he learnt how to play the pentatonics, and he demonstrates here by playing some nice descending runs right throughout the E minor pentatonic. And you know, there's not many videos where Joe is playing through things quite basic and slowly. This is one of them. So let's watch him play through this exercise and we'll break it down.
Pentatonic.
So we're in E minor pentatonic and Joe's utilising all the positions. And we're starting in box 1 off the 12th fret, and we've got the tabs on here. I'm not going to go over every single note, but I'm going to go over it really slowly and just highlight some certain bits that I think just need a little bit of talking about. So we start off in box 1. So you've got box 1 minor pentatonic, and it's the octave of the open position. And Joe starts off, let's play the first lick and then we'll break it down.
Pentatonic.
So he starts off in the top of box 1 and he starts on the 5. So it's 12th fret, B string, and then he pushes up slightly on the 15th fret. And then goes 12, 15, pushes up a little bit on the 15th fret because that's your minor third. And then we go 15, 12 on the B. Then come over and grab the 14th fret of the G, and then we go back to, and this is a tricky little move. We go 14 on the G, and then we rock back with our ring finger to the 15th fret of the B string, and then we go back to the 12, and that's finishing again that part of the lick on the 5. So you could split this lick up into 2. This first part, and then it goes into the next part. So really slowly the first part, and then the next part of the lick, it comes over to the G string and does a pull off 14, 12. And then we do a stack, and this move repeats twice. We do a stack, 14th fret on the D and the G. So we play the 14th on the D, then rock over and play the 14th of the G. Then we grab the minor third, 12th fret G string, give it a tweak. And then we do that same move, pull off on the D this time, and then stack 14A, 14D, and that finishes on the root. So the whole lick really slowly. But I would split it up into 2, and it's phrased really nicely if you split it up into 2. I'm not trying to tell Joe what he's doing is wrong, but I think it's a better exercise if you split this lick up into 2 licks. If you've just been learning the minor pentatonic shapes, going up and down the boxes, up and down the boxes, this is a really cool way to start learning some phrasing. They're not licks as such, but they're just playing the pentatonic and bringing out the music that the pentatonic scale can offer you. You can do this stuff, just one of these licks, and get an E jam track, an E blues jam track, and just practice it over a jam track. Each of the, I can't speak. You can practice each of these licks over a jam track separately. And then split up into 2. Then Joe moves up into the next box. So he goes up now into box 5 of the E minor pentatonic. Right, so he starts off again. Joe starts off on this same note, he starts on the 5, but now instead of with his first finger, he's playing it with his ring finger. And he's now in box 5, so if I play box 5 in full for you. So there's box 5. So it starts off 12-10 on the B. And then another, we've got a stack again. So all these little runs are full of these stacks. You really need to get them into your technique. 12-10 on the B. Then we're going to go stack, 12-12, G string to B string. Back to the 10th fret of the B. Then we're going to play the G and the G and the D string, same notes, 12-9, 12-9. And then we're going to rock our first finger over and finish on the root 9th fret of the G. So that whole lick slowly. So the only real trouble you might have there is this long interval here going 12, 12, 9, 12, 9, and then rocking your finger over and finishing on that root. Next part of the lick. So this is really cool. So this goes now into box 4. So the full scale for box 4. And he starts this off 9th fret of the G string. 9 to 7. And then we've got that stack on the D to the G. So these stacks come in the similar parts of the scale all the time. And then back to that 7. And then we go 9-7 on the D. And then we're going to do a position shift into box 3. So we've got. And then we come back with our first finger over to the 5th fret of the D. And that's our minor third now of E minor. And we pull that down. We go to the 7th fret A string, which is our root, and we do that twice. And then A string, 7, 5, 7. And he finishes it with the open E string. And to finish off, so the next part is still in box 3. So after he's done this part and climbed into box 3, he now comes into the top of box 3 on the 8th fret. This is our minor third of the tonic, and he plays the minor third to the root, which is the 5th fret of the B. And then he does he gets his C sharp here, which is the 6th fret. And this isn't in, it's not in the E minor pentatonic. This is from the Dorian mode. He's just sort of sneaking in an extra note just for a bit of flavour. So without overthinking it, just do it, and you'll realise that it sounds good. So minor third to the root. Middle finger, we're going to get the 6th fret of the G, then play the 4th fret, so we're going to come back with that finger, then we're going to grab the root again, 5th fret, of the B string with our ring finger. So that's a really sneaky little move then into the next position. All together. And then the last part of the lick, we're going to go right up or descend down box 1 open position. So we're going to go 3-0. So we're over here. We're just going to bring that finger back. Now we're in box 1, 3-0. Then 2nd fret G string. Then we're going to hammer on with our first finger. There's your major third. So now we're adding in the major third of the 1 chord. And from there we can just build that E major chord. Put our fingers down and then we go D, D string, A string, then hammer on, back to the D string, hammer on, open, 2-1-0 on the A, then grab the minor third, E string, low E string on the 3rd fret, then we can grab the root on the 2nd fret of the D. You could go 2, hammer on, pull off on the 1st fret, pull off to the 0, and do it that way. You can, make this stuff your own. And a good way, I think I demonstrated before, if you grab the harmonic, the 12th fret, you can hear it against the tonic. I'll play through the whole thing, I'll play through the video again, and then I'll go through it all again really slowly.
pentatonic, so
go over that opening position really slowly. So it's a lot of fun and it's really melodic, and learning the pentatonics like this, first of all, if you've not learned the shapes, learn the shapes, and then straight away, instead of just going up and down the shapes, start moving them across the neck like this, like taking note of what notes you're starting on, what notes you're finishing on, tweaking that minor third, using your open E string, and you can do it to a jam track and have a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please just drop it in the comments below. And this is like the kind of stuff I go over when I do face-to-face or Zoom lessons with people. We get, we learn the shapes, or if people have learned the shapes, then straight away we get into phrasing it with some cool stuff like this. All right, thanks a lot.